So, Adrian Peterson and Le'Veon Bell box now? Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. They're fighting each other, and I don't think anyone's broken it down for you guys. So, I'm here to do it first. Also, real quick, right before the video starts, appreciate everyone that's been commenting, showing love on the videos, popping all you guys up on screen right now. Appreciate you a ton, and if you're not subscribed, please consider doing it, as it really does help me out. But, yeah, they're fighting each other. If you don't know Adrian Peterson, 37-year-old right now, he is 6'1", roughly walking around 217. He's won MVP in the NFL, star running back, one of the top 10 all time, I would argue. 7-time Pro Bowler, last season, he kind of bounced around, was on the Seahawks, and was also on the Titans. Only played 4 games last year, so he's still a living legend. It's just, he's a bit older, right? He's 37 now, so he's going into a different avenue, because maybe he wasn't finding as much success in NFL football, so now he's going into the squared circle. But Le'Veon Bell, on the other time, is a 3-time Pro Bowler. You probably know him from his time on the Steelers, but, last year, he played like 7 games, I think, with the Ravens, and the Bucks, for 3 at the end of the season, or towards the end of the season. Yeah, he's 30, though. He's a lot younger. He's 6'1" as well. He's 30, like I said, and weighs 225. Now, we're going to just jump straight into some footage from Le'Veon Bell. It's been very, very challenging to find anything from AP, though. Okay, so right away we see the jab. We see a 1-2 thrown from Le'Veon Bell, and right away you see the left hand go down with the right hand, and then throws that 3. So a 1-2-3 combo, which is a great combination to have. It'll help you set up left hooks to the head later. So that's the left hook down to the body. So the reason I want to highlight this is because the jab is not close to having any sort of extension to it, and it goes straight down to his body when he throws the right hand. And that's most likely because he's throwing this left hook afterwards, right? And the only reason this is very important to me, actually, is because this is him telegraphing this strike, and he should have his right hand up when he's throwing the left hook, and he keeps the right hand down, right? We'll look at it again. So a 1-2, and then see how the right hand is down. You want to have that right hand up, because if you're throwing that left hook, you're susceptible to your opponent's left hook as well. Obviously, you're always going to be susceptible to that right side counter hook as well if you're not quick enough to get this back to your chin, or back to your head. And also notice this right hand thrown here is more like a close range slap of sorts. Now, let me explain. I'm not talking smack about this at the end of the day. I'm just trying to give you a fair breakdown. And remember, the pad holder is very close to him, and a possible reason why his coach is close to him is because in more amateur fights and people that are newer to the sport, they're going to end up in these close range situations more and more and more, and are going to be swinging heavy with each other. And also, this is at the end of a workout likely. Okay, and this is where we're going to see him slipping some shots. So right away, first thing we're going to see, we'll just let this clip speak for itself here, and then we'll come back for a breakdown. So, right away what we notice, a big thing, yes, it's good. He's slipping to the outside of the jab, which is what you want to do. If you slip inside, this right hand is going to come straight down the pipe, because his level's going to have changed. He's going to be there. However, one thing that you do notice about this is the fact that he's slipping his shots more with his head and not really using his body. He's leaning into it. He's not really using the footwork, at least from what I can see, and the way the upper body looks. He's more so slipping with his head, which is going to leave him susceptible if Adrian Peterson starts to blitz in. He's going to be in a compromised position because his feet aren't going to be in a good position where he can move out quickly. Also note that the direction he's slipping, I've already said that. He's actually lowering his head very well here when he slips. He slips outside of the right hand, which is good. However, once again, he's leading with his head. The best way to slip a shot is use your whole body, because it's going to help everything be fluid. But look how he does change his level very, very well here when he slips the left hook, which is very good. However, the only slight concern is that he maybe is leading back into it too much with his head, and obviously he knows what shots are coming, so this is like a live sparring type situation. And right here we have another large moment in this training footage that we have come across, big moment here is because this is close range strikes, which yes, I touched on earlier, that more, I guess, newer fighters, they're gonna find themselves in closer exchanges more often, and in like wild close exchanges. So this is why this is important. He's really not covering his chin at all. He's not covering his head at all. No real defense here, just straight firing the offense. And yes, to be offensive minded, that's pretty good. However, I mean, he's just leaving himself so susceptible. So look to see if Adrian Peterson starts pushing the pace on Le'Veon Bell and they get in these situations where Le'Veon Bell might be slightly gassed. You got to watch out for this. And also remember, these guys are football players that are used to sprint, rest, sprint, rest, sprint, rest. And I think the fight's going to be very similar to this, where we're going to have fast, sharp exchanges, rest, outside, slight feint, looking like Israel Adesanya for a little bit, back in, fast, sharp, quick exchange like this, what he's practicing right here. It'll be an inside, quick exchange where they're swinging at each other, wild hooks, and wild right hands, and that's most likely how the fight's going to be fought. And due to that fact, I believe that whoever can really control the pace of this fight and make the opponent fight their fight is easily going to get a victory here today, or in this fight. They're going to need to just control the pace, being able to establish a jab early on so you can fully determine the pace the fight's being fought at. That's how you're going to win in a fight against a fellow football player. And then another moment here, he throws the left hook. It looks like he did pivot on the left foot a little bit. However, another thing to notice, right, left hook stays completely here, and he's already firing this right, and the right wasn't really on his chin. So the left hook, he keeps it there, and then he slips. So this is an example of him leaning instead of actually properly ducking down, changing his level. He's leaning off like I talked about earlier. And the reason that's important is if we start get 3-6 combinations, a left hook, and then a counter right up, and then a right uppercut from Adrian Peterson, Le'Veon Bell could be in a lot of trouble. So then another clip that I just stumbled across, I think is actually a great clip to look at here, is we're going to look at his footwork here. Just real quick, quick exchange on the pads. Now remember, this is at the same session. This is at the end of a workout, most likely, so the guy's gassed. So look at this. He steps back with the jab because he's coming in, and then he doesn't really step too much with the jab, and then we're going to want to look at this right foot here to see if he really turns over. He brings it up, doesn't really turn over with the punches either. And an important thing to think about with turning over on the punches, if you turn over on the punches, remember, the punches are going to come a little bit harder. That's how cuts happen, and that's just going to cause more damage to your opponent, which, remember, the goal is to inflict the most damage. So there's that left hook, no pivot on the foot, which, on the channel we don't like to see. That's one of my left hook is my favorite shot, and I'd get annoyed when people don't pivot. There's that right hand. He's still moving up on this foot, but he's almost in like a more sideways stance than anything. It's not terrible. It's a good stance. Don't get me wrong. It's just he's a little bit too sideways. I'd like to see him slightly more square, like inches. Nothing serious at all. Slips there. Here's the shot. Yeah. So. From what we can see from the footwork side of things, he's just not pivoting too much. His footwork isn't the best I've ever seen. Also not the worst. And then I hate to cut it off short for this video, but guys, I haven't been able to find anything from Adrian Peterson about any training footage. I've looked all over YouTube, all over IG. Let me know if you know anything, because all he said is it's going down. I don't know. I've been looking everywhere. I can't find anything from Adrian Peterson. So it's interesting. I mean, here, he's got the gloves around. I don't know, man. I just want to see some footage. But we don't have any, so it's keeping us in suspense. He's going to keep us in suspense. And yeah, we're not really going to know for a while. Most likely until open workouts, if there are any, or fight day. So yeah, let me know your guys' opinions on this whole entire event down in the comments below. yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to wait till fight week. I got some crazy stuff planned for fight week for this card and for the fight for this card. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, all that jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one.